Hey guys, got another fire sale fan here for you. First we had the green Emerson. I can't remember if I mentioned that was part of the fire sale, but it is. Got this Hunter Coastal Breeze. I actually got two of these, identical, except one is missing the mounting plate and one does not have the down rod. It was close mounted. So both are fire sale price, which is $25 plus shipping to get them out the door. So this one could stand to be balanced a little bit. I didn't bother. It's not bad, and you know, I didn't really want to go through the trouble just to demonstrate it for the fire sale. It'd be very easy to balance. And this one was really strange in that you know, just when you think you've seen everything, it wasn't operating properly when we tested it. So pulled open the switch housing thinking it had a bad capacitor. Someone had added an additional capacitor in the switch housing that caused it to go faster on high, or at least draw way more current on high, and then go almost negligibly, you know, nothing on medium and low. And everything else was original, so just by pulling out the extra capacitor that was added, it works perfectly. So don't know what that was about. I don't know if somebody was trying to achieve some different speeds or what, but anyhow, works perfectly now. So here it is on low, drawing 0.15. It is rated at 0.65. These are 44-inch fans. They're a cool little fan. I kind of like, these give me just a little bit of like the old Farm and Fleet Comfort Breeze look. You know what I mean, Andy? Mm-hmm. You know, they've got that definitive Hunter 4-blade that's similar enough to the medium, 0.24. I definitely like the look of these better than a Summer Breeze. I can't stand Summer Breezes. High, 0.47, which is about normal for a spinner motor Hunter. They're all right around 0.5 amps, even the 52-inch ones. These actually seem to go pretty fast for a 44-inch fan. They move a decent amount of air. Let's turn the heaters off and give it a fair test. I usually use this Bogan amplifier as my gauge of where to... I measured at one point, it's 14 feet. So yeah, you can feel a noticeable breeze from it back here, which is surprising. Consumer Reports didn't rate these very high back in '93. But you feel a breeze from it. You want to check it out? It's not even that different to like a 52-inch spinner motor Hunter. It's, you know, not a lot.
It's a breeze.
Yeah.
I don't know if I call it coastal.
Well, it depends what coast, I suppose. You want to turn that heater back on? So I haven't tested the other one, but I did open the switch housing to compare the wiring, and that one has no non-factory wiring. So to reverse it is to next.
Spinning down.
Yeah. So reverse, and then you do pull the chain twice. Then when it stops, I can start it upon the low speed. I think I'm already getting lazy. We got a long day, a lot of video. Oh, what did I do? I zoomed in. Got a long day with a lot of videos to record if his metalness follows through. Him being quite metal. You couldn't see it, Andy, who did the metal thing. What's that actually mean?
According to legend, it was invented by Ronnie James Dio.
How did I know you would know the whole story?
It was popularized as a thing in metal by Ronnie James Dio. It was like something his grandmother used to do to ward off evil spirits or something.
Okay. Well, I can get with warding off evil spirits. I have a little bit of a uncomfortability with the metal groups that seem to want to draw in the evil spirits. I don't really necessarily believe in the occult, but I don't not believe enough that I have no desire to like find out. You know, you know. Don't try to bring any of that around me. I pretty sure it doesn't exist, but let's just play it safe.
Fair enough.
You know. And the let's worship the devil and, you know, all that kind of stuff. No, let's not do that. How about that? last time Metal Pete was here, I can't remember if it was on camera or not, but we were talking about, oh, by the way, both fans for $40 if you want them. Get them out the door. Might even go less than that if you really talk me down. I just want to find homes for them. So that last time Metal Pete was here, we talked about the Ozzy Bat story. I don't remember if it was on camera or not. Yeah.
Let's go crazy. Ozzy didn't do the, he did the peace sign. Still does.
I find Ozzy to be quite a likable guy.
He is.
Low reverse, 0.15. Was that the same as in forward? Do you remember?
It was 1.415.
Yep, that's what it's doing. It's flopping, to use the metal term for it. 0.24 for medium.
It's identical.
Yeah. Should be. It's supposed to be identical because remember I was telling you with the camera off about the two different types of permanent split capacitor motors. This is a type that has a dedicated main coil and a dedicated aux coil. So there's literally no reason why it would draw a different amount of current in reverse unless... Yeah, my camera work is very creative in that regard. You see a lot of random shots of ceiling when it falls. Shots of up my nose when I'm trying to move it around and such. I do like my wife and get a dedicated actual camera stand if I don't feel like holding it.
Yeah, or at least a selfie stick.
Yeah, that's true. But I would need a dishwasher basket. 0.45 on high. You want to do the controls again?
Sure.
Yeah, Metal Pete took some of my industrials for his practice room. I mean, he already has enough, but I wanted him to try some of mine because I thought he would like them. And they're just collecting dust here, so...
Yeah.
Why am I letting it spin down?
Alright, let's not do that.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 1.
Is it moving? It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's moving.
Okay, 0.04.
Nice.
Shows no sign of stalling.
No. So if you wanted a really low-speed coastal breeze, you could do that with a 1 microfarad capacitor.
2.09. 3.13. 4.
Give it a little more time to get up to speed on each one, at least at the earlier numbers.
Okay.
Not a whole lot more. Metal Pete waits too long, in my opinion.
5.22. 6.26. 7.29. 8.31. So we're already starting to get up. We're past the medium speed.
Yeah.
9.33, 34, and
What is 10?
10 is 0.35.
Okay. Does it go to 11? No, it doesn't. It goes to 12. That was,
Right.
have to make Spinal Tap reference anytime we pass 11.
12.37. So just go up to 15.4.
So you could use it with a 4-speed control. It's not going to hurt anything. You're not going to really get it. Do me a favor, leave it on 15 and hit the high switch. Let's see how big of a difference there is.
Not much.
It's noticeable though, so you might actually have a practical reason to use it with a 4-speed control.
4, 5, so that's a 0.05 of an amp difference in the current.
Yeah.
$20 is 0.43, so that's almost high.
Have I ever showed you the salon over in Middleton that I took down 2 adapters and installed 2 of these in?
No.
Okay, so keep going with the controls, but I'll tell the story.
25.44. So that's high speed, right?
Yeah, close enough. So I wouldn't. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go to solid state now.
Okay.
I don't see any reason to go any higher. So there's a building on University Avenue in Middleton that has like a jewelry store on one side and a salon on the other store. And the jewelry store had a Palm Air hugger fan that I thought was cool enough. This is when I was out this was years ago before like filming video. But oops, move it over. This was before filming video, but this is when I used to go and do sightings pictures from lots of different places and post them in the Yahoo group. What are we at? 0.05 looks like.
Okay, let's see if I can get
0.01.
0.02. Nothing. 0.03. 0.04. And we're moving.
There we go, 0.04.
Yep. Okay, so 3 o'clock. 0.12. Eighth of a turn. 0.21. Noon.
It's buzzy. It's not like horrible, but it's too loud for a bedroom.
0.33. Eighth of a turn. 0.37. Eighth of a turn. 0.44, which is very close to high.
Okay. So let's just do 0 to high. Whoa. Okay, let's do that over because people actually like to see it go up to high, and I just knocked the camera down. Come on. Good enough. One of these blades is still a little loose, so maybe that's why it's wobbling. Yeah, that's probably why it's wobbling. The other screws aren't tight.
3, 2, 1.
What did it draw on inrush current?
Oh, I didn't notice.
Oh, come on, we gotta try third time, huh?
I was looking at the fan.
Third time's the charm.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Shot up to 0.48,
Yep.
and it's gonna drop down to 0.44. So I'll tell my story now, and I guess we can let it spin down again once it gets up to speed. Let it get up to speed first, though. So on University Avenue in Middleton, there's this building. It's not really a strip mall. It's only 2 stores in it, but it's bigger than like a 1-store building. And on one side is a jewelry store that has a palm air. You know those close mount fans where the canopy is just as big as the motor housing. Like a Moss did it, CEC did it, Palm Air did it. There's one of those 4-blade stencil in there, and I was driving around taking pictures of what cool sightings were left in Madison. This was probably 10 years ago, and stopped there to get a picture of that one. And it's the first time I'd ever noticed the salon, and you couldn't see the fans from the window, so I'd never been in there before. But when I went in the door to go to the jewelry store, I looked in the salon, and sure enough, you could see there were fans in there. There were 2 brown Hunter adapters. However, they'd been painted white except for the adapter mechanism and the bottom plate. Like, they left that part brown and then painted the rest of the fan white. Why? I don't know. It was the ugliest thing I'd ever seen. But, so I immediately went in there and talked to the owner of the salon, and they're like, yeah, they don't work. You can buy them or just replace them with 2 working fans. So, I dug through what I had at the time, and I just so happened I had 2 matching 52-inch white Coastal Breezes. And so I put those up, and it was kind of a pain because they were on wire mold boxes, and the J-hooks for the originals were being held in, were holding the wire mold box in place. So there was no way to mount the Coastal Breeze mounting plate once I removed the J-hook, but the J-hook was in the way of the mounting plate. So I had to get my Dremel tool and get up there and actually cut through the J-hooks, and so the J-hooks still held the boxes in place. I got the Coastal Breezes, and sure enough, they didn't work either. And I said, wait a second, I know these work. Turns out in the back room of the salon, connected to the breaker box, was a dimmer switch or a solid-state control that no one knew existed. So the originals probably worked fine if they would have just turned them on.
Sure.
And so I replaced it with just a blank plate, so that they didn't have to worry about, they could just turn the fans on and off with a string if they didn't know it existed. And I got the originals, and I spent one summer trying to strip the white paint off of them, and I had trouble getting it off there without getting the brown paint off. But I think I got about halfway done before my mom was like, no, I can't stand the smell of that. I think I was using Goof Off or something like that. She goes, no more of that chemical in my house. That was before I had this place, so I couldn't do it anywhere else because I lived in an apartment.
Sure.
And never got a picture of the Palm Air, which is still there, by the way.
Nice.
So
Maybe you should do that.
I should do that one day. I should go in there and see if they even remember me. So thanks for watching. Come buy my Coastal Breezes.